So, Act 2, Round 1, let's look at what we're gonna do. My plan right now is to try to get this going, the lay of the land. So I need 2 trophies. I have 1 right now. And I think my best bet is just to move in here and explore this gem. So that would actually be 3 actions. So 1 to move, and then 2 to actually explore. Let's see what we get. Ah, and I forgot again, because there are 2 dark elements in the pool right there. That means that on draw, I will have to test my lowest attribute and possibly suffer 2 damage. But you know what, them's the ropes, so let's do it. So I have to test my lowest. They're all at 2 right now. No, actually I have some at 3. So anyway, 2 would be my lowest. So I'm drawing 2 cards and... oh, success. Okay, good. So no damage. So I get to draw 1 of these. Rivals. Oh, I don't think this one is going to work. Let's see. You meet a traveler who tells you of the mighty deeds of another hero. Keep this card. You may spend 1 action to challenge an undefeated hero. Yeah. In the co-op rules, and this is, you know, we're playing solo, but you have to consider it co-op. It says that when you get 1 of these, you can discard and draw again, or you just go do the second option. But I don't like the fact that I don't have an option. Like if I have to do the bottom one, it's kind of sucks. So let's just disregard this and draw another one. Dirty beggar. He sits by the side of the road in a tattered cloak, holding out an empty palm. As you draw closer, you can smell the desperation and worse things. You may test your mind or spend 1 gold as a donation to take this card as a trophy. Well, I mean, our pockets are full of gold. Or we can test Spirit -1, which would be 2 in our case, to convince the beggar to take some personal responsibility. Learn a skill from your hand that costs at least 1 purple trophy for free and discard this card. Look, I think, you know, this poor guy, I mean, and like, I like that the card is making fun of him. Like, oh, he stinks. Yeah, he stinks. He's homeless, man. I'd stink too. So let's give him $1 and let's take this card as a trophy. I mean, I could test this, but I mean, let's just give him some money. Poor guy. So take this card as a trophy. And so that being done, we can actually right now learn Lay of the Land. So yeah, I'm running out of space. So anyway, I'm going to take these 2 trophies here and get rid of them to learn Lay of the Land. So I'm going to rearrange my stuff here and we'll go to the roaming enemies phase. All right. They're going to move 1. Direction of 6, he can't, so he's going to move there, but he can't, so we have to re-roll. 1, yes, this works. This guy here, 3, that would be down here. This guy here, 4, down here, and Tanglewood dude, whoops, 5, so that would be here, he can't, so here. That's done, let's go to the Ynfernael track. And we raise it by 2, bringing it to 43. We will keep 2, re-roll the rest. Okay, so inert and dark. Now let's move this down to round 2, and with that, we're gonna draw a story card. And here it is. I will put it up on screen. Trust to hope. An apprentice mage comes riding fast on a white horse. He carries a message from the light mages informing you that time is running short, but that their fight against the spread of the infernal energy is still going strong. Before leaving, he blesses both you and everyone in your party. All heroes may refresh 1 tapped perk. Well, that's nice, but we don't have any tapped perks. You may re-roll any element cubes. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, we'll do that for sure. So let's re-roll these 3. Well, you know, better. Before we go any further, I think it's time to talk about Ichor Krymm. She will pop up at the 5th round, the start of the 5th round of Act 2. And when she appears on the map, first of all, she'll appear at a semi-random location. If you look at the card, I'll put it up on screen. She might appear at Starfall Forest, Valley of Souls, Southern Plains, Bitter Downs, the Hedge, or Ashen Hills. And this is basically like the very extremes of the map, like it's all in the corners. So anyway, we don't know where she's gonna pop up. And when she does appear, her health will be determined by this number over here, divided by 5.5 rounded up times the number of player, but you know, we're just one. So this divided by 5.5 rounded up. Now I don't have my calculator and I suck at math, but I can tell you that usually when I've played this, when we attack her, she's about at 70, 73, something like that. And if you divide all that and do the math, it comes to about 12 health per person. So if we're playing for two people, with two people, she's gonna be at 24. Now, you don't have to engage her as soon as she appears on the map. You can stretch it out. I mean, if you go to the end of Act 2, we can lose. But that being said, you don't have to attack her right away. Now, the downside to this is, as time progresses, this is gonna rise. Her health is always relative to this. So if you wait around too long and you don't control these cubes, she will get stronger and stronger and stronger. So you gotta keep an eye on that. But for now, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, rounds before she actually appears. So I can still do some stuff. So the stuff that I'm gonna do right now is, I'm gonna try and get me some trophies to switch out one of my red cards to try to build marksmanship. Right now I've got a red card here, interrogation, that says whenever you defeat an enemy, you may gain a bonus trophy. I'm not gonna need that anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna try building this or learning this. Because when when I engage her, and I know I'll engage her just once, I'll at least do a damage. That being said, I might engage her more than once because we are playing with some variants, and I'll put those on screen. Now the last one at the bottom here says retreat during villain combat. When we play at our house, it is acceptable to do this. That being said, if you read here, doing so between combat rounds is now allowed. However, the villain immediately heals half the damage he took rounded up. More so, at the end of every player turn where the villain was not attacked, he or she will heal 1 damage. So you can run away, but it is very costly. And on top of that, if you look at Ichor Krymm instruction sheet here, it says at the bottom, if heroes retreat from combat, as per easy mode rules, when increasing the infernal track at the end of round, additionally increase it by 5 plus the number of players. So in my case, 6. Adjust the new villain's HP accordingly. So not only will she heal if I run away, but at the end of the turn, this will actually increase her health. So, I mean, running away is something that you probably don't want to do, but if we do run away and we, get to engage her anew, well, at least we're gonna give her 1 damage. So that's my thinking behind that. And I'm gonna try to move probably over here because if I do kill an enemy, because I still now have this card, I will actually gain 2 trophies and I'll be that much closer. Well, actually, I'll have enough trophies to learn marksmanship. So this is my best bet, I believe. So my first action will be to try to move. So let's roll some dice. Okay, is this gonna work? Oh yeah, that's a hill, and this is wild. That's very nice. Okay, so that was 1. And now my 2 other actions will be to encounter this gem here. So let's see what we get. Kobolds. Trickster, monster, 4 health, multiply, heal 2 damage. And this here is an agility symbol, so they can actually use that. We'll see if they do. And overrun, remove all non-magic attack tokens from your foe's combat pool. Oh, that's horrible though. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's fight these guys. Now, we're pretty lucky because in the elements pool up there, you don't see it, but there's only 1 of these dark elements. So the enemies aren't going to get that buffed up too bad. They will have 1 more initiative though, so we'll have to keep that in mind. And I've put a 4 here to signify that they are at 4 health. And let's just get their sheet here. They are a trickster. And tricksters get another initiative. So they actually start with 2 initiatives. Look at that. All right, let's do them first. Right. Oh, well, that's pretty good. I should mention that when they use a shield, they do block 1 more damage if we're doing damage with a surge ability. They have 2 surges here. Agility and a regular attack. Okay, and as for us... Okay, lots of shields, surges, and a magic attack. All right, so we have 2 initiative. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're going first. And I just noticed I'm already at 3 damage. Well, whatever. Okay, so they go first. So right now, they can spend agility. Now, in the rules of Unbreakable Bonds, it says that when you use a token like this, you have to try to use the ability that's on the card first, I think. But now if we look at this, it says multiply, heal 2 damage. So they would not spend that token to activate that. So what they would do is flip a blank to shield, first choice. Can they do that? No. Okay, or to skull. So yeah, they would flip a blank to a skull or a damage. So that's done. Now if we go to us, we know that they're going to be using 2 surges next turn to remove all non-magic tokens from my combat pool. All non... Oh, wow. What? That means they would remove all of this? Oh, wow. Oh, that is horrible. Oh, that being said, once per combat round, I may exert and test my spirit to cancel a surge ability. I might have to do that. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to exert that one. I'm going to have to train. Okay, so many things. So what am I doing? Well, I'm going to keep this around because I know he's not going to get rid of it. I can actually... He's not damaged, so I can't play Cripple here. We're on a Mountain Hex, so doing Stalk Prey would not be super. What if I do Stab? Deal 1 that cannot be blocked. I mean, yeah, why not? So let's use this to do a stab, deal 1 attack that cannot be blocked. So boom, 1 attack. He goes down to 3. See, they're not very healthy, but still, that's a pain in the butt. So it comes to them, they're going to be taking 2 of these surges to activate Overrun, remove all non-magic tokens from your enemy's combat pool. So they're, wow, they're removing all of this stuff. Wow, okay. Oh, that being said, hold on. I can actually try to block this. So once per combat round, you may exert, and test. Oh, that's a, So I'm going to exert, and I will test my spirit, and my spirit is 1, 2, 3. So let's do that. 1, 2, and 3. We need a success. No. No. Yes! Okay, that's good. So that does cancel his surge ability, and that's just great. So let's just put this back here. Okay, so now it is our turn. This is not a combat action. This just happens when somebody uses a surge ability. So we still have an action. So let's keep these shields around just to block what he's gonna do. Yeah, okay. So I think I'm gonna do this. That's just a normal damage. So we'll bring him down to 2. Comes back to him. He's gonna do 2 attacks, and I will block them with my 2 shields. Then he's gonna do this, which is nothing. And then I will use my cripple because he has been damaged. So deal X amount of damage per surge, so 2 surge, and he's kaput. Well, that wasn't too bad, Bobby, was it? All right, so I gained 2 gold as if I needed it. So let's do 3 here, take back 1. I will gain this as a trophy, and because of interrogation, whenever you defeat an enemy, you gain a bonus trophy. So let's not even bother doing the whole trophy thing. So I'll gain 2, but I'll spend 2 immediately to learn this marksmanship. And I will change it up with this one here, the interrogation that we just used. Okay, so all in all, that went very well for us. And that was actually 3 actions, so 1 to move and 2 to explore. And let's move on to the roaming enemies phase. Let's do it. 3, okay, they're on the move. Direction of 6, that's 1, 2, 3. Direction 2, that's 1, 2, 3. 6 again, so 1, he can actually move. And direction of 3, that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now when you're playing solo, I mean, these guys aren't much of a hassle, you know, because if they catch up to you, it's just blind luck. But what I like is you can actually go out and try to kick their butts for some benefits, and we've done that. And hey, by the way, Fantasy Flight, if you're listening, the reason why we're making expansions and crazy stuff like this is because we love the game. Please come out with more stuff. Take my money, just
shut up and take my money.
Anyway, let's move on to the Ynfernael track. All right, so let's raise this up by 1. We're supposed to keep 2, but only this one counts. And let's roll the rest. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, it had to happen eventually. All right. And now we'll move this down to round 3 of Act 2. Now, it is a yellow spot here, but we're not getting any perks. We don't have any more. And as the rules say, you only get perks during Act 1. All right, so let's look at what we're gonna do. Now, because we have 5 of those dark elements in the pool up there, I think it's actually worth it to go to the shrine and you know, use some actions to try and bring this down. Because again, this is gonna make the Ynfernael track rise, and that's relative to the villain's health. So my first action will be to move in here. And now because there's a token here, this is, if you remember correctly, an undercover assassin. And the undercover assassin, when we enter a shrine, we must explore with +1 die. So that would be 4 die. And if a wild is rolled, all the heroes take 4 damage. So let's hope that we don't get that. Ouch! Yeah, okay, well, I mean, yeah, that was gonna happen. So I'm at 3 damage right now. I'm taking 4, bringing me up to 7. It's not too bad because I have 11 health. Okay, so that was my first action. And then it says, while in a hex with an assassin, any hero may spend 1 action and take 2 damage to remove it from play and gain a gold. Do I want to remove this guy from play? I don't have to, because I don't think I'm going to re-enter that hex. You only take damage when you enter the hex. So for now, I can just stay here and use the power of this shrine to you know, drop down those elements. So yeah, let's not even bother killing that guy, I think. Okay, so for my second action, I will be flipping 2 of these because I'm in a shrine. If I was in any other civilized hex, I would actually just turn 1 of these cubes. And for my third action, I think I'm gonna do the same thing again. I mean, I have to, right? And with that, my turn is over. Let's go to the roaming enemies phase. Before we go on to the roaming enemies phase, because I am ending my turn on a shrine and because of the benefits of civilization, I get to heal damage equal to the value of my highest skill. And right now that is 3. So on my 7 damage here, I'm gonna heal 3. So 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Now let's do the roaming enemies phase. Gonna move 1, direction of 6. Direction of 3, which would be down here, impossible, so up here. Direction of 4, and direction of 3. Oops, okay. All right, let's go roll some elements. Well, before we roll, we'll bump it up by 1. All right, let's hope we do better than last time. Oh, man. Damn you, evil. Okay. Okay. Let's put the black ones on this side. Oh boy. Okay. And with that, let's move down to round 4 of Act 2. All right, guys, well, I think this turn is going to be a carbon copy of the last one. So I'm on a shrine. I'm going to be using 2 actions to actually go flip some of these cubes over here. So first action is these 2. And second action is these 2. So right now they are all on their white side. And as for a third action, I think I'm just gonna save it because I still don't know where Ichor Krymm is gonna pop up. So I'm gonna save that action. That might come in useful. And when we end our turn, we will, oh, actually, I could train. Yeah, because I have some abilities that, you know, I have to exert to use. So instead of, you know, doing this, I'm going to train. I'm going to put them over here so you can see what they are. I mean, we don't really care what they are. I just want to get 3 cards, basically. So what do we get here? Okay, we've got Honed Instincts. If you roll a wild questing, you may resolve any outcome on that quest as if you had rolled its requirements. We don't care. Puppet Master. Whenever a round of combat begins before tokens are cast, you may exert to remove one of your foe's tokens. Ooh, that's awesome sauce, but I mean, we can't get that done unless we go in the caves to get some of those wild trophies. Yeah, we didn't go in the caves yet. I might just do that for fun. But I mean, that's a lot. No, I will never get that done. And Complete Confidence. 1 Surge Dominance. You may immediately perform up to 2 additional combat actions? Dude! Oh man, that's so strong. And that's like too many choices. I'm probably going to go insane with this. But you know, I could actually... It would stretch time out a little bit. Like, she would get stronger and stronger, but she's only at 45 up there, so... I'm going to have to think about this, but I mean, okay, so I'm keeping these 3. I have to, because over there on my character card, I have nothing. So I am putting this under my character card. All right, so I have not saved an action. And now at the end of my turn, because I am here, I get to use the benefits of civilization and heal up to my highest strength. My highest strength is 3 and my damage right now is 4. So right now I've got only 1 damage. And with that, let's go to the roaming enemies. Thought I'd try a sexier shot here, so let's do this. They're gonna move 3. This one goes direction of 2, so 1, 2, 3. Direction of 6, so 1, 2, 3. 6 again, 1, 2, 3. And this one, whoa, 6 again. 1, that's impossible, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, well, the good news is we're not raising this, so let's chuck these tokens. Okay, all in all, not good, but not super bad, so all right. And that being done, we're moving this down to round 5, so Ichor Krymm will spawn. Let's do this. All right, moving it down. Let's not forget we have a story card, so first let's spawn Ichor Krymm. And if we look at her card here, it says roll 1d6, and all depending on the result, it'll tell us where to spawn her. Okay, 6, that would be Ashen Hills above the green gem. Okay, that's all the way to the east, above the green gem, so that's here. So let's spawn Ichor Krymm right there. Now you might know where this is from. And if you do, let me know in the comments. All right, so this is Ichor Krymm, and right now we can calculate her health. So right now she's at 45, that's what's on the infernal track, divided by 5.5, that is 8.18, but we have to round up, and that would be 9, because it's like a total round up 9. So she's at 9 health times the number of players, so 9. Well, 9 isn't that bad, but I don't think we're going to be engaging her this turn. So we've spawned Ichor Krymm, and let's not forget we have to draw a story card, and let's do that right now. It's this one over here, I'll put it up on screen. By dark command. It's a good thing you are a light sleeper, as you are suddenly jolted awake by an enemy lunging out at you from the shadows. With its bulging muscles and seething rage, you fear that the infernal energy has given this enemy an unnatural advantage. Draw an enemy and choose a hero to fight it. Well, that's going to be me. Ignore its reward. See below. Okay, we'll check that later. Its health is now 8, plus any story card modifiers. So this means that not only does it have 8 health instead of whatever, it also has, because of our elements pool up there, it has right now +1 initiative and another +1 initiative because we have 3 cubes up there. And it also has +1 health. So it's got 9 instead of what's here. And then in terms of the reward at the bottom, it says if we win, we can turn all element cubes to white or gain 1 gold in any one trophy. Okay. And if we lose, we advance the infernal track by 5. Ugh. Okay, so let's see who we get to fight. They have a cave troll. Okay. Okay, so he's at 8 plus 1 health over there. So that would be 9. Let's put that there to denote this. All right, so let's fight this cave troll. Well, he's not a cave troll. Well, he could be. I mean, he's on a mountain hex. Okay, let's do this. Let's do him first. All right. This shield. Now he blocks 2 axes for every shield, which is bad. Man, he's got a lot of these. Hold on. So he's got actually 3 and then 1. As far as initiative goes, we said that he was at +2 initiative. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now, 4 initiative. So let me do my tokens. So this says double the surge first. Yeah, I don't know why I put the skulls in the surge section, but it actually all goes here. And so double surge first he can. So he will just double the highest. Oh, the highest. Wow. So that would be this one. So this is now 4 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and +1 whenever he actually uses that. Wow, that's 7. He's probably going to kick me in the face. Now he's got shields that block these axes, so I don't want to do that now. Yeah, I think this turn is just going to be about me surviving more than anything. So I believe I will be playing agility just to flip this over. Yeah, flipping this over to a shield, because I got to save my butt, I think. This might be dumb, but look, we'll see. And then it's his turn, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -2, so he's doing 5, which brings me to 6. Ouch! Yeah, that cave troll is swinging something heavy. Well, you see now, I could just use that axe to get rid of this, and then use a surge to do something funky. Oh, and hold on, I forgot, when I engage a foe, deal 1 damage. So, actually, let me just rewind that. I do a damage, so here, let's drop that down to 4. Yeah, okay, so let's just do that to get rid of this. Then it's his turn. He does nothing. And now it's my turn. And I will use 1 surge. Oh no, I could have done 1 damage that cannot be blocked. And then I think it's the same. I think it's the same thing. So yeah, I'm going to deal 1 attack that cannot be blocked, but it doesn't matter. So there we go. 3. Bring it down to 3, that is. Yeah, I'm on 6 on 11, so I still got 5 damage that I could take. Okay, let's move to round 2. What do you guys think? It looks like it's more on that side, so let's do that. Okay, so this is a blank. He's got 3 skulls over here. Oh, and this on top of that. Ouch. And a doubler. Oh my god. And as far as we go, I might actually use Celestial Strike. Tap this during combat. Use as a combat action, you may either recast one of your spend tokens or yada yada yada. I might recast one of my spend tokens. I mean, I know, I do want to use this for against Ichor Krymm, but this is a tap, right? So next round is going to be the gem refresh. So this is going to refresh. So I'm going to use this during this combat. Yeah, I should have thought about that before. Well, you know, that's life. Okay, so we got some shields here. We got 2 initiative, but he's got 2, 3. Oh yeah, so he's got it. All right, so first what he's going to do is try and double surges. He has none. Otherwise, double highest attack. So again, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, yeah, he's going to... Ouch. 8 minus 2, that would be 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. We have 11. Yeah, he's going to kill us. Huh. Oh, okay. Okay there. Well, we can just go through the motions. Yeah, I mean, this is useless right now, so whatever. Let's just do this to give him a damage. Bringing him down 1. And then it's his turn. And as I said before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He gives me 8. Minus 2 is 6. So that brings me to 12. And just before that happens, There is nothing I could have done. All right, so yeah, he kicked me in the face. Well done, troll. And that was even before my turn actually started. This was just because of that story card that we drew. All right, so let's do some cleanup and think about what we're gonna do. And I almost forgot, because we lost to that troll, the infernal track raises by 5. Man, okay, this is ramping up. So this goes up to 50. Oh boy. All right. Next, and I should have thought about this. I told you guys I was going to forget some stuff. I could have used Lay of the Land. This is my card here that says once per combat, as a combat action, you may explore. Spend X terrain symbols that match your hex to flip X of your foes' tokens. So, I mean, I was, and I am, on a mountain hex, so it would have been rough. Maybe it wouldn't have happened, but I still could have tried this to maybe, you know, get rid of some of these harsh attacks that he had. Anyway, so this is the actual start of my turn. This whole thing happened on the story phase. So my first action, and I have to do this, I do have to heal. That's the only thing I can do. Now the good thing is we're on a civilized hex, so all of this goes away. And now my second action, I think I've got to start just going for her. Oh man, but true, I wanted to learn dominance to do 2 combat actions. So this is the dilemma here. Do we take, let's say, 1 or 2 more turns to learn this, to be stronger in combat? And in the meantime, you know, this goes down and we keep rolling those elements cube and she keeps getting stronger. So I think it's not worth it to do this. I think we should just rush out across the map and actually try to go get her. So I think what I am going to do, I think my plan is going to be to use the shrine for 1 action to flip 2 of these cubes to their white side, and then actually use elemental teleport to consume 2 white cubes to move to any civilized hex, and then remove this from the game. So I could basically teleport right next to her over at Fort Roderick. So yeah, I think this is a smart move. So let's do that. So 1 action to use the shrine to flip 2 of these cubes. So bang and bang. And then I'm going to use this. Now this is not an action, so I'm just consuming 2. So I need to re-roll them. And of course, okay. And with that I can move to any civilized hex, and I'm choosing Fort Roderick. Hello, my pretty. So for my third action, what I'm going to do is actually try to go on her space here. Now there's no penalty for this, you don't get damaged or anything like that, but in order to engage her, you do have to be on her hex. And if you were playing with more than 1 hero, you actually have to engage Ichor Krymm as a party. So you all have to get together on her hex, and then one of you spends an action, and then the way it works is 1 hero does a combat round, then the other hero does a combat round, and back and forth like this. But for now, let's just try and go into her hex. Does that do it? No, it doesn't. And I don't want to exert. Yeah, so let's just move 1 with this wild here. And on our next turn, we can just jump into her space. I don't want to exert, because if I do, I'll have to waste another action to train again. And the reason I would like to train again is because I need to be able to exert cards for some of my abilities. So I think this is the best move. So my third action is just this, moving. Let's not forget our roaming enemies. I'm gonna move 3. Let's do this guy. Direction of 4, that would be 1, 2, 3. He cannot go there, he'll end here. This guy, direction of 1, so 1, 2, 3. Direction of 1, so 1. And direction of 5, that would be 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go on to the Ynfernael track. And actually, I just realized that when we lost to the troll and this hit 50, we were supposed to draw a Ynfernael Event. So let's do that now, hoping, you know, it's not gonna break anything. Unstoppable Evil, now draw a story card. So we should have done this, you know, at the start of the round. So let's see what it was. Maybe it didn't affect us. This is the story card. I'll put it up on screen. Malevolent Protection. You are visited by a messenger raven in the night, carrying a letter from the light mages that reads, "Reports inform us that your foes now bear a strange magical armor, no doubt given to them by the Sisters of Krymm. You will need all your strength and valiance in order to combat this new threat. Put this card under the combat deck." So this would be our third card to go on the combat deck, and you know, I made the game so I know this. This is the third and last card that can actually go under that deck, and what it does is it gives armor if there are at least 4 cubes in the elements pool there. Now armor is not something that's in Runebound, but I mean, if you've ever played any type of, you know, dungeon crawls or anything like that, armor now basically means that every time you hit the creature, your first hit just, you know, doesn't hit it. Armor. So I'm going to put that under the combat deck, but again, this will not affect our combat with Ichor Krymm. It will only affect combat, you know, against the regular enemy if we were to do that. But this is lucky that we got it this late in the game and not at the start of the game, because that could have sent, you know, some things sideways. Okay, so I mean, that was kind of a goof, but it didn't break anything, so let's get rid of that. All right, so now we do actually have to raise this by 3. Let's do that. And that would be 53. And now remember, we still have to set aside 2, so we will do that and roll the rest. Oops. And let's hope for something good. Okay. And now let's move on to round 6 of Act 2. It's a gem refresh. I will be doing that, and I don't have any perks to refresh either. Okay, so let's just do the gem refresh. So I'm going to end it here, and we're going to continue the adventure in another video. And if you want some more videos, YouTube thinks you might like the one on the left. I personally think you might enjoy the one on the right. And if you want to make sure to never miss any of my videos, I would ask you to click the middle button here to, of course, subscribe.